Guys, good afternoon. Omo, wetin I dey see online today no make sense at all. See me, right? You see, I dey wear camo trouser. If I enter Nigeria with this camo trouser now, in fact, maybe from airport, they can pick me up and say, "Oh, why are you dressed like this?" Right? But guess who can wear it for free and do whatever he wants to do? A bandit. A video trend in the past. Our favorite online doc made this post that in the past 72 hours, right? That in the past 72 hours, a church has been attacked in Kwara State, which is very close to Lagos. A general, has been killed by bandits and terrorists. And a military vehicle has been attacked and soldiers abducted. In all this, like he said, Tinubu has not sacked any chief of defense staff. He hasn't removed any of the major military officers for not doing their job well, right? You never get any set of soldiers we don't carry ammunition, maybe like the one where the terrorists they carry, go face them because they attack any church. But people are dying. And recently there was a news of a queue. Now that one when come carry muzzle, go commode them. I can't wear this trouser. Even recently I went out with a friend to go and eat, and one guy saw us. He was like, "Oh my, they wear this thing. No mistakenly where I enter Nigeria," and we all laughed. But what does this tell you? We're in a country now where everybody who is a terrorist in Nigeria is gonna get beneficial treatment. It's very unfortunate. Now, why am I making this particular video? Is because a lot of people look at us that have left the country as though we don't care about what's going on at home. And then even worse, a lot of people who have actually met here abroad feel they feel the need to keep saying things like, "Oh my god, thank god I've jackpot, thank god I've jackpot." I don't know about them, but I have my mom, I have my brother, I have my sisters, I have my cousins, I have a lot of people in Nigeria. And the worst part of this whole thing is that people think that, when I was young, we always used to hear of, killings in Jos, in Benue. It always used to be painful to see. But the closest I've come to any of those killings was, I think, 2000 and, was it 2007? No, 2005 or thereabouts, when Mazob is a particular arm of the indigenous people of Biafra that was actually a very criminal element. Not like the one Nnamdi Kanu is actually intelligently portraying, if I must say. But Mazob then was a faction, right? They were killing people, they were causing mayhem. P2B dealt with that. But then, during the Mazob era, there was a point when we were attacked in our home. Not necessarily attacked, they came for my dad. Like they tried to intimidate people that have a kind of influence in their communities. So they came to meet my dad. Thank God for my mom. She knew how she spoke to them. They had grass in their mouth and all those things. But they had ammunition. So funny enough, you might be like, this is not a violent thing now. But Mazob was violent at the time and it was scary. If they come for you, they can kill you. Straight up. The video was stopped by a call. Now, let's come back to what's going on today. People think it's very far from them. Now, Kwara is very close to Lagos State. And people are still there saying, "Oh my God," in the comment sections of Gossip Mill, Tunde North, VDM, "It shall never be well with these people. It can't happen to me and my family. May God save my family." And I even saw a very annoying video, respectfully, from the GO of Salvation Ministries, who I believe doesn't mean wrong by doing the video, but I think it's a very, very senseless video. In the video, he was saying, "Any kidnapper, any terrorist that touch any member of Salvation." I'm like, these guys, they think, bro, this thing is very close now. It's very close. I saw a video by somebody. I'll look for that video maybe. But if you want to see it, go to Gossip Mill. Just check videos made on November 19th. You see it of somebody in Owerri, right? Where a lot of Hausa guys were on bikes, just moving. Some people in the comments said, "Oh," then they harassed the guy for trying to record them. Now some people in the comments said, "Let's stop being tribalistic. Let's stop saying why are Hausa men in Owerri? Is Owerri not Nigeria? Don't we used to say that when Igbos come to Lagos, that they used to complain that they are telling them that Lagos is a Yoruba land, that they should pipe low?" This is different, and this is the problem with tribal propaganda in Nigeria. Igbos in Lagos, the issue has always been, in my opinion, about destroying things that belong to people unlawfully. But we're having a strong jihadist movement in Nigeria. And you're seeing people coming in on bikes. I don't know, maybe people don't go to school to read. We're so busy with all these trends on social media that we don't remember how jihadists go and read about countries like Iran, Afghanistan, that is currently being ruled by the Taliban today. Read about Turkey. All these countries that you see that are being controlled by people who were once leaders of movements for Islamist supremacy. They are now, some of them are now looking peaceful. Like, you won't hear that Turkey is fighting today because they are finally in charge. But go and check the majority of the religion, like the numbers of people practicing a certain religion there. We don't know what's really happening in Nigeria. We think it's a joke. People are saying, oh, allow them, they can move around with bikes. This is how they begin to settle. They gradually get into each vicinity. They set up themselves, and then gradually they start to get their tools inside, small. Now look at what happened in Kwara. If you haven't seen it, please go to VDM's page. If you don't know VDM's page and you want, check. VDM is an activist. For those of you that don't know him, he brings a lot of these things to our knowing, right? He posted a video of when they were, carrying out the attack on CAC Church in Kwara State, and the video is so heartbreaking. Very messed up video, guy. Like, there was one old mama that just reminded me of, all those old mama when we were in the village going to church. Mama, how are you? Okay, man. They'll pat you on the back, bless you, you bend down. It just felt like I was looking at a video from my village church, St. Joseph. It was a very, very scary video. And we're still playing about this thing. Some people in the comments were saying on the video of the outside people moving into it, guy, they don't go try and fire, but bro, they go try and. Have you ever held a pistol before? These people are holding military grade weapons, attacking everybody. And we still think that is something that we can handle by bravado. Bro, think about it. Now, let's talk about another annoying aspect of this whole thing. The past 16 to 20 years of democracy in Nigeria. I think Obasanjo did very well in our democracy. After him, Yaradua. Then a little bit of good luck. Right? Now, which angle am I coming from? I'm coming from the angle of education. Remember, we were told that during the Biafran War, a lot of schools took it upon themselves to actually help manufacture weapons. Now, although I would accept that what I heard was that a lot of those schools manufacture weapons for the benefit of the people that were from the southeast. However, nonetheless, they still had the intelligence to do this. Right? Today, if you go to mechanical engineering departments under the past 16 or more years of our so-called democratic rule, you don't have any schools inventing nothing. So if this Fulani tribe jihadists move into the southeast, all those mouths they make for comment section, it no go carry us go anywhere. They wipe off everybody without stress, and it's a big problem. We don't have any schools. Then I think it was even UNN that used to make some batch pilot production tests. Like, as a pharmacist in Nigeria, I know we're also told that there was a time we used to actually make usable drugs in the school, but now nothing. Everything is upside down. So initially I used to think that this thing was just mistake, mismanagement. It's mismanagement, but it's also the wicked political class politicizing everything. By politicizing, I mean making sure that a so-called one region suffers, but also making sure and forgetting the impact of doing that on all the people that attended that school, but also making sure that they pamper the political class way more than they consider the budget they pass for education. Because all those things you see, all those equipment, the professors that invent those things you see for self-defense, then they had to be funded, they had to be taken care of, they had to send them abroad to do research. Today, most of those professors are old without enough pension. One of my relations, who happens to be, a head of department, sent a video to us recently showing us the kind of toilet that the heads of departments in a particular school in Nigeria are using. Now, Ask me, would anybody who has the ability to invent and manage the utilization of such weapons of mass destruction stay in Nigeria, or they will go to America and join the American army or somewhere like Harvard? They won't stay in Nigeria. So people don't realize how close this problem is and how defenseless we are as a people. Now, I know that it looks like I'm focusing only on the southern eastern part, but I'm saying this particularly because, number one, I'm from the southeast. Number two is because we are the people that think that this thing cannot come close. People in the comment section are always there saying, oh, you know if it happen, you know if it come southeast. Bro, they've come to Enugu before. They've killed people mercilessly in those farms. What did we do? In our nature, they are doing sit at home every single day. What have we done to make the federal government stop that? Some are saying, oh, till they're releasing Nnamdi Kanu. Are you really sure that's what is going on? Bro, what is happening in Nigeria now is very, very crazy. For those of you that want to keep going to church to pray, prayer is important. I think because the jihadist movement on its own is a spiritual movement. So altars have to be defeated by altars. I believe in prayers. But we also have to tell ourselves the truth. It might be time to come out physically for this revolution. I don't know, like what the number of videos I saw today, particularly on the recent attacks, is really scary. It's really scary, and I just hope that we find a way as a nation to give ourselves the moral. Okay, look at NYSC that was meant to train us. When I went to NYSC camp, apart from that climbing rope of a thing, I can't really remember any other training. But look at Israel. Once you turn, I think 16 or 17, you go to official training. Wonder Woman has confirmed this. She also was a former Israeli trained cadet or something. Like, you go through that, I think 1 year or 6 months, to make sure you know how to defend yourself. But most of us in Nigeria, we can't do it. We can't do it. So we're literally just sitting there waiting for these people to come. If you've not watched that video, if you're saying, oh, I'm too scared to watch the video, this is not the time to be too scared of watching violent videos. Go to VDM's page. Look at the recent videos he's made. Even if you don't like VDM, just for the video, please look at the video. Somebody was intelligent enough in that church to keep his phone before running away to make a live stream. Now, all of them ran to the backyard, but those terrorists followed them, and you kept hearing gunshots while they were killing people. In Kwara State, Kwara is one of the most elitist states in the southwest. Southwest. Kwara is very educated. So they are there already. They are there already, and I don't know. So just go and watch the video. If you have any comments on this particular video, please make it. May God help our country.